Hey guys, I recently got an airdrop on BasedApp and right now it is almost at $5,000. This is a platform that I have been paying attention to, and let me show you how I found this platform. So in this website you can see how much the developers on Hyperliquid make based on the builder fees. And these guys have been going pretty well. Like they are right behind Phantom. And if you look at the chart here, they are the second place by far compared to the rest of them. So there is Phantom, then there is BasedApp, and then there is the others almost. And then a couple of weeks ago, I think it was almost like 3 weeks ago or something, they said that they were going to make an experimental airdrop. So they built this page, basedapp.io/airdrop, where other platforms airdrop their own tokens to the users of BasedApp based on the volume users make on BasedApp. So basically, it is very straightforward. You farm BasedApp, you buy and sell tokens, you just trade, in other words, and the actual allocation you get keeps rising as you make more volume. So I was farming this manually. I thought, it would, because I was paying attention to to their growth, and I thought, this could become a thing. And then I just farmed it like, I don't know, for like 30 minutes or something manually. I bought and sold tokens, and then uh, the airdrop actually picked up very well. I mean, it was flat for a while. Then it made a huge increase here, and now my airdrop is almost about at $5,000. So then I thought to myself, you know what? I should have automated it, right? I said, what if on Dextrobot on our platform we add a feature where it automates the airdrop on BasedApp, because BasedApp also has its own airdrop. So this is like, maybe it's a little bit complicated, but actually it's very straightforward. So BasedApp has its own leaderboard and its own airdrop. This is a season, like it's like Blur, it's going to take 6 months, maybe a year, whatever. And then every once and then they open an additional airdrop here where other communities or other softwares make their airdrops on BasedApp. So for that particular time, for instance, they say that between 15th and 25th of this month, you will get rewarded on pop token according to your volume. But it also counts towards your general airdrop, which is BasedApp's own airdrop. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me make an let me make a software feature where it automatically farms BasedApp. So I get rewarded on BasedApp's own airdrop. Also, I get rewarded on the smaller airdrops or experimental airdrops, as they call it. The good part is, I don't know, like, I mean, maybe it's a wrong estimation, but if the experimental airdrop, with the smaller airdrop, is at this fully diluted value and it's picking up so much, I really have high hopes for the real airdrop of BasedApp. Of course, it's not a financial advice, but I'm personally farming it, and I think it's going to. I mean, they are a team from Singapore, and just like Hyperliquid, I think they are not too crowded, but they are shipping things in a very fashionable way. Uh, they have their terminal. I'm actually going to go over their features maybe in another video. I don't want to make it super long. Let's focus on airdrop in this one. And then what I developed is, it's a simple feature. What Let me show it to you actually in action. So you enter the spread value. So you say that, let's assume that Bitcoin is at $100,000. If you enter the spread value as 1%, it creates orders at 99,000 and 101,000. So you buy the Bitcoin, so you either sell it at 101 or you either sell it at 99,000, and it keeps doing the same thing. So you keep farming it. It can be a loss or it can be a win, but because there are fees, it is more likely that you are going to make some loss. You see, it's working in the background. However, the thing is, uh, the idea is your airdrop is going to cover more than the loss, but you should be making the minimum loss uh, there is possible, right? I mean, you can't. Actually, there are some guys here who are making so much loss. Like, I mean, look, I have this 52nd position. Some people farm it like incredibly heavy. Yes, they are getting points for sure, but I mean, I checked their wallets, and some of them are like making huge losses. Actually, it's a good thing because it's creating a good foundation for the token. So imagine that if somebody burns $1 million for 1 million tokens, then it means that their break even will be $1 per token. So it's actually a good thing if you are doing it more efficiently than them, right? Let me show you my losses so you have an idea of like how much it costs to farm it. So if you go to the trade history in my account here, you see that I'm making small losses and sometimes small wins here, but mostly losses. Usually they are not very significant, but there are times that I make more losses. It depends on the fluctuations. Sometimes I make losses like $7, $8. It's not very likely, but it happens. You know, it totally depends. I'm trying to find a big loss. Oh yeah, here. 14 hours ago, I made a loss of $11. However, there is one thing. On BasedApp, on the affiliate part, you see that you are actually getting more than usual of the commission rates, like 60% for the first year, 72%, and then 76% for the all three tiers. So yeah, this is more than usual, and it means that you are getting more than usual of the commission rate because it's usually about 30 to 40%, but here it starts with 60%. So you get some of the or most of the fees back. All right, moving onwards from this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this on Dextrabot as a service, as a software. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this airdrop, you can farm it manually, or you can farm this on Dextrabot's website where you see the BasedApp farming module. So we tried to make it as seamless and as possible. So you just enter your inputs and then the system farms it 24/7 in the background according to your inputs. I think, yeah, I think it's interesting. Tell me guys what you think. I mean, you don't have to use the software for sure. You can just do it manually too. But I've been talking to some farmers and they were saying farming farming is manually farming manually is very hard, very tiring. So I mean, maybe just start farming it manually, see how you make it in the leaderboard, then you can farm it with the software and see the difference, and then you can decide if it is worth it. I think it's 100% worth it compared to manual farming because I couldn't. I mean, the thing is, if I had the software ready while I was while during this airdrop, I would have probably made over $100,000, but it wasn't ready. I mean, still, I don't regret it too much because this gave me the idea. I said to myself, this should be farmed with a software. You can't do it manually. I don't know. Maybe some people are doing. I know that some Koreans are farming this like crazy. Maybe they have a software. Maybe they are doing it manually. But yeah, again, I mean, I checked the top wallets, and I think they are losing a little bit too much money, which is actually good for the reasons I explained. They are just creating a good foundation for the token. For probably this general airdrop is going to be insane. I don't know which this one is. It's a new one. It might be there's some speculation that it's called something up. No, you know what? I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, just either take this as an alpha information or go to Dextrabot and check out the farming module and just let me what you think. Have a good one, everyone.